Hi, welcome to the podcast for When the Curves Line Up for April 1st, 2024, featuring an April teapot moon and so long to Mercury. Please see the article that includes diagrams of today's events on the website at whenthecurveslineup.com. Text by Jeffrey L. Hunt. In Chicago, sunrise occurs at 6:33 a.m. Central Daylight Time followed by sunset at 7:17 p.m. From Chicago's latitude, daylight lasts 12 hours, 34 minutes. During April, daylight lengthens 127 minutes. In a week the moon shadow sweeps across a large swath of North America. Eclipse chasers converge on a thin ribbon of darkness where the sun is fully eclipsed. For a few minutes, the darkness reveals the sun's corona, tortured and twisted by the sun's magnetic field. Totality is a fleeting event. Here is today's planet forecast. In the morning sky. As eclipse day nears, the slightly gibbous moon, 58% illuminated, is less than 20 degrees up in the south-southeast. The lunar orb is in front of Sagittarius' brightest stars known as the Teapot. The moon seems to be in the pot's spout. The moonlight is bright enough to blot out the stars. Use a binocular to see the stars with the moon this morning. The moon is at its morning half phase, known as last quarter, tonight at 10:15 p.m. CDT, before it rises in the Americas. 3 planets are west of the sun, meaning they rise in the eastern sky before the central star, Mars, rising at 71 minutes before the sun, is over 5 degrees above the east-southeast horizon 30 minutes later. Use a binocular. Saturn is 15 minutes behind Mars. By the time it is high enough above the horizon, the sky is too bright to see it. Venus, heading toward a conjunction with the Sun in 2 months, rises 30 minutes before the Sun. For reasonable sky watching, it is not visible. In the evening sky, Mercury is disappearing into evening twilight. For the next few evenings, it loses about 5 minutes of setting time compared to sunset. The planet is dimming as it overtakes our planet, passing between Earth and Sun on the 11th. To locate Mercury, find Jupiter, the bright star that is over 20 degrees up in the west. It is brighter than all the stars this evening. Yes, Jupiter is lower in the sky each night. It loses 4 minutes of setting time each evening. Mercury is to Jupiter's lower right, over 5 degrees above the west-northwest horizon. It is dim and challenging to see through the multi-hues of evening twilight. This is the last evening to easily see the innermost planet. For now, we say goodbye Mercury. Jupiter is trekking through an Aries starfield. It is nearly 15 degrees to the upper left of Hammel, the Ram's brightest star. Use a binocular to see Jupiter and Uranus in the same field of view. Initially, put Jupiter at the center of the field to look for up to 4 of the largest moons. Then shift the binocular so that Jupiter is toward the bottom of the field. Use the accompanying chart in the online article to identify the starry background. Rho, inside a triangle made by 3 dimmer stars, is to Jupiter's upper right. Delta is toward the upper right. Bluish star 53 is near the center of the field of view. Topaz 54, about the same color as Delta, is nearby. Uranus is to the upper left of 53 and to the left of 54. A telescope is needed to see the planet's globe. Each evening, Jupiter closes the gap to Uranus. It passes the more distant planet on the 20th, but they are low in the western sky. This evening Jupiter sets less than 3 hours after sundown. The moon rises tomorrow morning over 3 hours before sunrise. As twilight begins it is east of the Teapot in the south-southeast. Thank you for listening. Please read the articles at whenthecurveslineup.com.